Tell me when you're you good? Okay. All right. Well, thanks you guys for popping on this call at the last minute here. We just wanted to come on here and just talk a little bit about the exciting news that the company just put out, extending the Come Join Us incentive, first of all. So that was the incentive for HLPs. And so hopefully you guys have all gotten a chance to look at the email they sent out. I've put the flyers and posted them everywhere, but if you haven't, that new HLP incentive is for brand new people. If they do an HLP, which is 500 PVC points and 2 outside addresses at least, right? And they will give them $100 plus a free conference ticket. And then if you are the sponsor, then it kind of elevates as you go, as you sponsor more HLPs. So so they're extending that to March 31st. So that's the first piece of the incentive that they put out. But the second part of the incentive is really exciting, and so that is for brand new people who are at the virtual franchisee position, right, already, or if they just started, they are going to achieve the virtual franchise position. So you're going to have to do that if you're brand new, or even if you're an existing dealer or DD, you will have to achieve that position by the end of February, because you will be eligible then as the new VF in March. Okay. So just stick with me here. I'm going to go through some of these things, and then I'm going to open it up so you guys can ask some questions. So if you're brand new, then you can achieve those two things. Now, what is cool about this incentive, you guys, is that they actually are allowing you to get to that top commission level of 22%, where you're going to be earning all of the commission in your own pocket, right? So there's 3 commission levels, 6, 14, and 22%. So if you're at the 14% level, your sponsor is still getting that portion of your commission, right? So you're selling a trio, I'm selling a trio. As a 22% commission, you make the same commission that I do as a national marketing director. So I know y'all love your sponsors, but you probably don't want to pay them every month, right? Can I get an amen from you guys? So you probably want that commission in your own pocket, right? You're doing the work, you're sharing with your people. So our goal is to help everybody that wants to, right? That wants to share with a few people the business and the opportunity to get to that top commission level. And so they had a fast track program where you could do this in 6 months. But the cumulative way, the way I did it back in the old days, you guys, is I needed to have 12,000 PVC to get there and 3 team members. The fast track way is 6,000 PVC, right? 6,000. I got to make sure I'm saying it right. And 3 team members. And now this express way to get to sales coordinator, only for this short time. They have never done this in the almost 15 years I've been a rep, and I don't know if they'll ever do it again. So if this is now is the time, is what I really want to tell you guys. This is the time to seize this opportunity, because you only have to get 3,000 in promo PVC. Okay, 3,000. You need 1 VF instead of 2, and 2 HLPs. Okay. They also are going to let you use some existing team. So if you have an HLP already on your team, they're going to allow you to use that. So you need 3,000 total promo PVC, and they're going to back that up from January 1st, right? So from January 1st to March 31st, they have to be all new orders. All new orders. Okay. So look at it this way. It's literally 18 trios between you and 3 people. So if you're an existing VF, you have to have 500 new promo PVC and 5 new customers in that 3-month time period. Okay. So What I'm saying is how doable this is mind blowing. It's so mind blowing that I can't stand it. So we wanted to get you on this call tonight. Whoops, Emily, did I lose you? Okay. Did you put that? Are you putting the image up? You're
Yeah,
muted.
I just wanted to share this really quick so you could see the simplicity of basically everything you just said, assuming that you are a VF working towards sales coordinator.
Right. Okay. So, oh, that's so awesome, Emily. So also, when I made sales coordinator like 15 years ago, they didn't give us any bonus money for that. And then when they implemented the fast track bonus opportunity, now they bumped that up to 600, right? But with this express, they're going to give you another $100. So it's $700. Emily's pointing that out. So here is the opportunity. If you sponsor a VF, which you know, in order to get those 3,000 points, it'd be a really great idea to sponsor a brand new VF. They're going to give you a $300 bonus for that. An HLP is a $100 bonus. So you could do 2 of those. And promoting with all these requirements, they're going to give you $700 in bonuses. And your sponsor gets $700 in bonuses. So you could actually do this and sponsor one if you're really, really gung-ho, right? So just know that the total there, and then they're going to give you just the VF that hits SC is going to get a free conference ticket, not the sponsor. So there was a question about that. And then they're going to give you a $50 voucher to use at conference. So what was that? 1,150, Emily?
Yeah. What did you just say about the sponsor? Can you clarify that?
Okay. So the sponsor also gets the $700 bonus.
Correct.
Okay. Because they're going to work with you really hard in these next couple months. The sponsor also gets the $50 voucher to use at Juice Plus Live. You can use that on a conference ticket, or they said you could use it in other ways. And the new SC gets a conference ticket, not the sponsor.
Okay.
I think in the insights they accidentally said that the sponsor did get the conference ticket, but they don't. Okay.
Cool.
So, okay. So that might be like to some of you, like, wait, what did she just say? That was really overwhelming. Okay. There is an image out there that has all these rules on it. So Emily, maybe stop sharing your screen just for a second. Yeah. So all the rules are on it. And here's what I want you guys to really know. You have an incredible opportunity right now. And it's really about making a decision that you're going to do this and go for it, because anybody on this line right now can do this if you really want it, but you cannot waste any days because it's already what, February 6th or 7th. I don't even know what day it is. So what does it look like? Where do you start? Well, you know what? Start with your own 5 new customers. Get into action. Talk to as many people as you possibly can. Put as many events on your calendar as you possibly can. Live events, Zoom events, Facebook events, one-on-one events, and get really good at sharing this opportunity with people, because that's really what it's going to take. And I don't know if they'll ever do this again. So, you know, why not you? Why not go for it? Emily and I were talking about it yesterday. We were like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is just an incredible opportunity. So I'm gonna stop there for a second. I'm gonna open it up to you guys to ask questions.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to clarify, so if you're already a VF, it's 3,000 volume, but if you're like brand new, it's 4,000, correct?
Right. Okay.
Thanks,
Maria. Yeah. So if you're brand new, you have to do that 4,000, because they're actually, and that's how it is when you fast track as well. You know, you don't have to have as much volume because they're going to bring those 2,000 points forward for you. So brand new people 4,000, restarts 3,000. All right, who else?
Can you clarify? So you said that people that are already at VF, something about backtracking to January, like, so what counts up to this point? Do you get what I'm saying? Can you clarify that?
Yeah. So since they just rolled that out, they're like, oh, we're going to do this for 3 months, but January's already passed. They're going to take any new volume from January 1st on. So any new orders that you put in January, so hopefully you put new orders in January, right? Those are going to count towards that 3,000 or 4,000 PVC. Does that make sense? So maybe you have a dealer or DD on your team.
Yeah.
All that volume is going to count.
Okay.
Okay. And so your sponsor is going to help you to track this, because only new orders count. So it's not going to be, any reorders. It's just new orders. So we'll help you guys to track this through the team building bonuses program, right? So
I'm just over here trying to simplify things.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Look at that. So that's how it looks. It's 12 new trios. That's what it takes to get to a 2,000 plus, and the 2 HLPs are 3 trios, and then you put your own 5 trios in. So it's 23 trio orders total is going to put you over the volume if you're an existing VF, right?
I have a question too, Carrie. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. So say you have an existing VF and 2 DDs, you do have to add an additional new DD as well, right?
If you already have 2 Ds in a VF?
Correct. Isn't there something about, I thought I saw on the flyer that there was something about adding an additional HLP.
Yeah, I think it's 5 orders for you and at least 500 PVC and an HLP, a new HLP. Yeah. And,
Perfect.
Stephanie, like for you, I know you have some, I know you have a VF on your team, but also just take into consideration that unless that VF re-engages and starts putting orders in, like 12 trios as a new VF, that's 2,000 PVC, right? So if your existing VF doesn't get to work here and help you put in some of those, 3,000 PVC, then it's going to be difficult to get there.
Right. Yeah. Because I know that it totally takes the team helping you get there points wise, but super cool because this is like the perfect time. She's ready to hop back in. So hopefully that helps. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's, and really you guys, oh my gosh, they're going to let you use existing team. That was the other thing that blew my mind. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. This is so crazy. So taking advantage of this is really so, like, it could really propel your business forward for the whole entire summer and really for the whole year. And just think about capturing all of that, much less, the bonuses are great, but guess what? You're going to start earning 22% commission forever. You never backslide on that, right? And so how many people can you help, right? How many people can you, can you offer this opportunity to? All right. So who else has questions?
I have one question, Carrie.
Yeah.
Can Emily post that? I didn't get it down fast enough, and she took away, what the 12 trios are for the new VF, and I didn't get what the other things were.
Yeah, I will post it in the Dream Team, but I'll reshare it right now just so you can see.
Okay.
I'm not technically a numbers person, but I like the simplicity of this because I can see how people easily are like, wait, where do I start? And so I think, right. And Carrie talked to one of my girls about this week is, it's already February 7th. So we have a couple weeks left to finish February. So where do you start right now? What can you do? And I think the best way to start, if you're working towards this, or maybe it's an existing team member, is can you help 3 people hit HLP this month? because then you have the rest of next month to help that third, or maybe even two of them hit VF, but at least one. So right now, between now and the end of February, what can you do? And it's just going to help 3 people hit an HLP. But this kind of breaks down the trios that Carrie was talking about. And they do want you to have your own personal 5 orders between January and March. So I just added those 5 trios in. So it's a total of 23, but if you don't count those, it's only 18. I'm not fast enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I'll post it on the chat so you guys can have it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Emily, for making it. I didn't get a chance to do that today while traveling. It's just been a whirlwind, you guys, right? It's been so fun. But I've been busy talking to people, and that's what we get paid to do. We get paid to talk to people. So one other thing I wanted to mention is I know Emily had 5 new orders on there for the existing VF to get. I'm pretty sure they want 5 new customers. So in other words, you couldn't have like 3 people that ordered Trio and Complete, you need 5. Yeah, 5 new customers. Because why is that? They want you to expand your pool, right? If you just have 3 new customers and they all order like 2 things, but if you have 5 new customers, that's really what we focus on, because we're helping 5 new families, right? Or 5 new individuals. So keep that in mind. But don't get bogged down in the details of this and thinking that you have to know for every single thing, because here's the thing: you just need to go out and tell your story a lot. And your sponsors, myself, Emily, whoever your sponsor is, we're going to be helping you look at the details and track it and go, okay, you have 3 new customers, you have 4 orders, but you only have 3 new customers, so go get those other 2, or you've got 2 HLPs and here's how many points. So don't worry about getting bogged down in the details. Just go out and do the work. Just make a big mess, just have fun, just talk to people, get into relationship, do connection calls, get people on calls. And if you want me to do any like Zooms or anything like that, like, you just need to use your sponsors up right now. And we're ready and willing to go with you. Okay. So who is pretty darned tootin' excited about this?
Woo, woo. Okay, last question. Is there anything for existing dealers or DDs?
Yes. So here's the deal. If you're an existing dealer or DD, you can do this, but you have to get to VF this month.
Okay.
That's the caveat, right? Because you have to be eligible as a new VF in March. So you have to do that this month. So yeah, can people do that? Of course they can, but if they don't hit VF this month, then whatever, then they won't be eligible for it. But I'm going to tell you, here's the other thing. Some of you might get really excited about some of this stuff. Some of you might actually get shut down by some of this stuff, because you know what? It's like game on. You got to go fast and furious, and you're like, but I don't know who I'm going to get on my team, and I don't know if I can do that. Here's what I want you to know. Go for it. Go for it. You have nothing to lose. 0. The only thing that's going to happen, even if you don't make it, is you're going to land ahead. Wherever you are today, if you put the concerted effort in, all out massive action effort into going for this, what is the worst thing that could happen? You don't hit it? Well, then what? You got 5 new customers and 2 HLPs, 2 new HLPs, right? So I don't want you to think about, I'm not going to hit it going into this, but the simple fact of the matter is if you just play all out, you will land ahead. You will. So don't get overwhelmed about the timeline and the thing and that. just go out and do the activity and do it consistently every day and do a lot of it. And you will land ahead, I promise you. And some of you are going to hit this thing. And that is so exciting. And so I just want you to know that whenever I have set a goal, or I have, you know, because I set many in my 15 years. And guess what? I haven't always hit all of them. But that's okay, because if I never am intentional about setting the goal, I'm never going to go for anything, right? You don't get to national marketing director without setting and resetting some goals. And you're not going to get to this position without playing full out and working hard at it. But guess what? I've never seen an opportunity like this before. So go for it and do it. Do the work. Because I'm going to tell, I don't know if any of you could use an extra $1,100. I mean, if you can't, give it to me. I'll find something to do with it. I know lots of people that could use $1,100. So, all right. So any other questions? You've got to lock arms with your sponsor. You got to tell them you're all in. And guess what? Your sponsor is only going to match your energy. Your sponsor is going to be there for you to connect with your people, to share stories, to, you know, do events with you, but they can't do it for you, right? Your success is not dependent on your upline, your downline, your sideline. Your success is dependent on you. It's dependent on if you're willing, you make a vision and you're willing to do the activity. If you hold the vision, like you hold, like on April 1st, I'm going to be promoting as a sales coordinator, and I'm going to collect anywhere from $700 to $1,100 in bonuses. And in Sacramento, I'm going to be walking my happy little butt on that stage with, I don't even know how many other sales coordinators, just, you know, like I'm going to get you all a unicorn hat. I don't know how that's going to look, but you all are going to be wearing some kind of dreamy unicorn hat, and you're going to be walking together, and you're going to be so proud of yourselves, right? So that's the vision you have to hold. You have to hold that. Nothing happens without that vision, right? And then you have to trust the process. So what's the process? The process is you tell your story, right? You talk to a lot of people, and you get customers, and then you help to move them into an HLP, and then you help them move into BF. You have to trust the process. You have to trust if you tell your story enough and you talk to enough people, you will get a customer, right? And you have to do exposures faster. People wait too long. Stop waiting too long in between exposures. The way you are going to build belief with people is you're going to have to move them along in exposures, right? So trust that process. It works, y'all. It does. There are lots of national marketing directors. There are lots of people making six-figure incomes with this. There are lots of people who are sales coordinators. Lots of people who are sales coordinators. Lots of people are making $500 to $1,000 a month as a sales coordinator. I have lots of sales coordinators on my team that make way more than $1,000 a month. So what do you want? And then you got to get to work. So you hold the vision, you trust the process, and you get to work. And you got to fall in love with the process and the work, right? Have fun, you guys, have fun. I met a girl today on the airplane. I sat by her, I sat down. She was super sweet. We started talking. It just comes around, right? It comes around, and guess what? She's gonna be my new customer, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my new team member, because she's one of those people, right? She's one of those people. So I'm gonna be taking her through exposures pretty quickly, and it's so cool. It's so cool what we have to offer. And you know what? It was a very natural conversation, and I just said, I think I can help you. She's got a lot of gut issues, but anyway. So who can you talk to? Everybody, right? Okay. Anybody else? We're gonna wrap this thing up. Anybody else have questions? Anything they want to share? Are you clear? Are you clear on what you want? Because it really starts with being clear on what you want, clear on that vision of who you want to be. Who do you want to be when you show up to talk to someone? What that, you know, that energy that you put off. When I sat down next to her, I was like, well, she's really cute. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be my new customer. And at the very least, I'm gonna have a really nice conversation with this lady, you know? So show up to be who you want to attract. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. And if there are no more